Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Um I just felt like playing some ClassiCube. You know what ClassiCube is? It's reverse engineered Minecraft Classic. So, it's not quite Minecraft, it hasn't got survival mode or anything that, most people expect from Minecraft nowadays, but I think it's pretty cool. I can do it real quick here. There you go. Yeah, it's just been a bit bored lately, so I figured, you know what? I'll play some ClassiCube. Yeah, this is quite a cool project because unlike it, I don't know if you watch my channel often, but I stream a lot of reverse engineered games, like GTA 3, GTA Vice City, which I've just started. I just made my first episode of that. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm always streaming reverse engineered, open source games, all that kind of good stuff. But what makes this project a bit more interesting is that it's clean room reverse engineered, which is basically instead of like taking the game, decompiling it and piecing together how things work and doing all that painful process, right? Instead, with a clean room reverse engineering process, you don't look at the game's code at all. You kind of just assume how it works and you go from there, which I think is pretty cool. Considering how accurate this project is, I'm quite amazed. Goodness. I've been with this project for a while, and by been with, I mean like I've had my eyes on it for quite a long time. I have got a few contributions to the code. I'm not any sort of like main developer. I'm not always working on this, although I do have a few commits here and there in the project, but like I said, they're nothing crazy, and I'm really shit with C. This project's written in C, which unlike the original game's actually written in Java, which makes this quite even cooler because it's really well optimized. So anyway, I feel like building stuff. So I like ClassiCube. I used to play a lot on the servers. This game's pretty peak when you are playing online. The single player could be fun as well. Let's build. I'm thinking like a bridge from one side to the other. So I want it to be even. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So let's start building it. This is the 10th block, right? So let's just do something like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the 10th block. I'm gonna do this in every corner, so I'll back here just so I don't forget, because I won't be recording for very long. This is actually my first video on the channel. I do have other videos on the channel that were made before this, but they were streams. You go to my stream category, you can see those. But yeah, I felt just like I was bored. I wanted to talk about stuff. Something I didn't want to talk about was my Vice City videos. My streams, I should say. I will be playing Vice City more. I am actually going to be streaming it later today, so if you want that, make sure you subscribe. And but I'm not really happy with the game files I have. I bought the game. I put the reverse engineer project into it, which is REVC, and then I put a few mods on it. And it works. It does the job, but I think it could be better. I actually realized I kind of messed up one of the radio stations in the game. Flash FM, the most important one, right? Because that's the one everyone likes. I think the pitch was too high, or the frequency was a bit off. I'm not really sure exactly what the problem was. I fixed it now, but I didn't really want to make a video or stream it and then mod it later, even if it was just the same mod but fixed, right? And I'm just not really a fan of that. So I made this map huge, so it's going to take a while to navigate this. I'm probably going to record for about half an hour. I don't want to really record it for too long. So I'm going to be streaming later, so I don't want to get all my talking points off in this video, because let's save that for the stream. And I'm kind of just going in raw with this. I haven't prepared anything. I don't know if I'm recording. I could not be recording right now, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of shine some more light on this project because, like I said, I like this project. It's I mean, I don't like some of the people behind it. They are a bit weird, kind of freaks, but it is what it is. It's not about the people behind it. It's about what it's making, you know. So I kind of disassociate the people who work on the project itself. So. And they're not necessarily bad people. It's just I don't happen to disagree. I happen to disagree with them on a lot of things, but it's whatever. They're not terrible people. If anything, I'm probably the bad one to them. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the 10th block. Delete all these. Okay. Each side is going to have this little tower, although I'm probably not going to be able to record for long enough, but to finish it, but it's fine. I'll just start the bases right now, why not? Maybe I'll build one tower. Okay, let's go up here. What I do like about this project is it does have an enhanced mode, which is just, it adds like some hacks like flying and speed and no clip, all those good stuff. And it also has like custom blocks, so you can add your own blocks in, use texture packs, you know. There's plugins. This project's actually a lot more than what you're seeing in this video. Like the things people do in servers is just crazy to me. So many things going on in those servers, so many plugins and cool game modes. I feel my favorite one is probably Lava Survival, where it's like you have a set amount of time to build, and after like 5 minutes or so, how much time it gives you, lava spawns in. And like the way the lava works in this game is that it just keeps going. So like it'll spawn at the corner of the map, and it will just flood the entire game. It doesn't stop. People do keep asking for like survival mode in ClassiCube, but because obviously Minecraft is survival mode, right? You know, you survive the night and all that. But I don't think it would really work with ClassiCube. I know at one point they did plan on having it. The project used to be called Classical Sharp, I believe, and believe it or not, it was written in C#. That's why it's called Classical Sharp. And yeah, they planned on having survival mode, and it was kind of implemented. It was very buggy, but it was there. But apparently, I wasn't around when this was going on, by the way, so I could be wrong. But people kept saying like, "Oh, where's sprinting? Where's, you know, the hunger bar? All these things that are in modern Minecraft." But the goal of the project wasn't to be modern Minecraft, it was to be the classic Minecraft. Because classic Minecraft did have survival mode, but it didn't have stuff like sprinting or hunger bar, whatnot. I'm sorry, let me just build this. Oh shit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go for this. But yeah. So since people kept asking for things that they weren't ever gonna do, I guess they just decided, you know what, let's just cut it out. It's not. People don't want it if it's not, you know, modern. I mean, personally, I would like it. I'm not gonna be against the idea. People have made server plugins as well to add survival mode. They're not the best, but they do the work. They do the job, I suppose. They can be fun for like the first 5 minutes, but After a while, that's pretty boring. There is a project I've been keeping my eyes on as well called PE to Ali, which stands for Pocket Edition to Legacy Edition. And that is also a Minecraft project being reverse engineered. It's I think it's beta 1.6.6. It's weird, that project, because okay, so first of all, it's based on Minecraft Pocket Edition, which was reverse engineered, and it's called MCPED or something like that. No, it's REMCPE. That's the name of it, of the reverse engineered Pocket Edition. And okay, so there's the original game MCPE, it got reverse engineered, they forked it, and they turned it into Legacy Edition, which Legacy Edition is beta 1.6.6. However, they want to add beta 1.7.3 features. So it's really complicated. I don't know why they made it so complicated. All you need to know is that it's Pocket Edition and it's like Minecraft beta. That's all you need to know. And I have played around with it, and it is looking really, really good. I do like that project. That's probably... I don't know if I like this project more. I think I like ClassiCube more just because... I like ClassiCube more just because it's clean room. And well, there's no crouch in this game for any Minecraft veterans watching, so I can't just bridge easily. Get bridge. So I like how this project is clean room. I would have liked a Minecraft beta 1.7.3 clean room project. However, that's probably never going to happen. If someone could fork this and make it survival, maybe. I don't know. Some people have done that. I haven't tried them out though, but it would be kind of cool. So yeah, that is a cool project. Keep your eye out on that. If you want survival mode and you want it to be old Minecraft, check out PE to Ali. I believe they are trying to merge with another project right now though, so maybe wait until that's done. I did actually help PE to Ali compile on native Linux. Sorry, I'm messing up my words already. To compile on Linux, so you can build it on Linux, which is pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you can run Minecraft normally on Linux, but I don't know. It's cool. And the main reason I like these kind of projects isn't because, like, better mod support or anything like that. It's just because I just like playing open source games. I don't like running proprietary software on this computer. I'm currently using Debian 12. I do know Debian 13's released, but I'm still on Debian 12. And just because it's just really stable, it just works, right? It's just a really good distro. I'm using Sway. I try to use as much open source software as I possibly can. I don't really use any proprietary software. And the only proprietary software I use is in virtual machines. I do use a lot of virtual machines. For example, when I mod the GTA games, a problem with modding those games is that a lot of software is proprietary. It's like really, really old software that no one's really bothered to make a modern version of. At least I couldn't find one, so you have to rely on a lot of proprietary software. I know there is a TXT, which is the file format for GTA games, or renderware games, I should say, really, sorry, but GTA games are made in renderware, for those who don't know, and they use TXT. They're not just like your stereotypical image format. You can't just load them into GIMP or something, you know. They have to be converted into a format like PNG or BMP, I think that's one, and edited and imported back into it. There is one called Magic TXT, which lets you do that. Really good piece of software. I haven't used it very much. The reason I haven't used it very much is because it's hard to compile, and the reason it's hard to compile is because it relies on like very old and outdated dependencies. I was on Fedora when I was trying to compile that Magic TXT project. I haven't touched it since, but now that I'm on Debian, it might be possible. But like if you're on like some sort of modern distro like Fedora, Arch, Manjaro, whatever distro you're using, you won't have a bad time compiling that. I might look into it, I don't know. That is only one piece of software that's required. That's just part of the pack of software you need to mod those games, right? So, did I not build one over here? I swear I built 4. Maybe oh there it is. Okay, well now that I got that done, I wanted to build like a tower, you know. So how do I want it to be? I want it to be a window in the middle. So let's just do something like this. Why not? Oh shit. Okay. So they're all going to be on different y-axes, but it's fine. And this will be the floor. Put those back anyway. I don't know why I deleted them, but let's just do that. Put a little wall around. You'll see what I'm trying to do in a minute. Okay. Wooden floor maybe. Not too shabby. And yes, we'll build the glass here, maybe here and here. Oh, come on there. And I think it could do with some detail. I'm not really sure. You know, let's just make a generic cobblestone box for now. My plan is I want to build around the map. I want to have like a bridge to all corners of the map. At which point I would build things in the middle and it'll just be easier to access them all. So 3 blocks. Okay, is it 3 blocks? Okay. Go. Just do something like that. I want it to look a little bit nice, so I'm not exactly an amazing builder, but anyway, going back to what I was talking about with the mods with GTA games. Do this. Actually, you know what? Let's make it wood. Why not? Maybe that'll look good, I don't know. We'll see later. Yeah, they're just not the easiest games to mod, especially the reverse engineered versions. I was actually struggling to install. Oh shit. What I'll do is I'll break this door here, and we can build a stairway. They're not the easiest games to mod, just because of like. Well, it's mainly the reverse engineered projects. It's made it very awkward. Because normally you can just put the files in and it just works, right? With the reverse engineered versions, at least on Linux, you have to use OpenGL, which I guess makes it so it optimizes the graphics, right? I don't know if that's just an RE Vice City thing. I will be real, I've very rarely played the original games. I've only ever played REVC. So anything on the original PC version, I don't really know much about. But anyway, it optimizes the graphics, and so I had to figure out, and the problem with this, right, is optimizing the graphics. It makes it so the format is different. It like reads the models from a different directory. File, you know, and that file only updates if you delete it. So yeah, it's kind of like a cache basically. It works like a cache system. And yeah, it's pretty annoying. It took me a while to figure that out. But now I did. I don't know, maybe someone who's watching this in the future will be thankful they learned that. I don't know. I hope so, because I like people using RE/C and RE3. So one of my favorite projects. They were. They got shut down, but my range feels longer than it should be. I don't know if that's always like that in the game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's not the best. Okay, I'm almost done with this building now. See what my plan is in a moment. So I'm gonna build one more ring around. You guys already know what my plan is because I just told you what it was. It was a bridge. Do that. See, a problem will be on the y-axis. I need to make sure it's the right height. I don't even know when I'll be uploading this video. I might upload it immediately. I don't know. Let's see. So I was just talking about how I'm going to stream later today. And if I don't, then it's going to like, oh, I lied because I didn't stream. But you know, I'm going to cover that glass because it's just the building. There you go. So I could just build it out of wood, but I think that'd be kind of boring. So let's make it a little bit interesting. Let's if I make it out of this one. Let's try this one. Let's just look. Where can I put that so that I can still jump up? Let's just put it there. Oopsie. Unfortunately, there's no light sources in this game, so it's going to be really pitch dark down there. Maybe I can replace this glass, make it a little bit lighter over there. We'll see. Yeah, let's go with that, why not? And, I'll break this. And I can make that like that. Then I can build that like that. And then let's just see how this looks from down here. Don't know why I'm walking down. I have infinite health. So. You know what? That don't look too shabby. Actually, that looks alright. Not my best build, but I will sort that out down there later. But there's someone just so confident about this game. Just open source games in general. But, I don't know what it is, but it just feels good to play an open source game. Okay, this is probably going to be a really pain in the ass, but I can kind of do this. What I might have to do, go with my red block. Actually, no, if I'm beside the block now, I will have to break it, won't I? I think wood would be good. No, I should probably build the other side first, so... Actually, no, I can't really do that, can I? Okay, let's just build. The sooner I start, the sooner it's over, right? I remember doing this on, what you call it? I started a world like this a while back, but, I never finished it. I didn't build too much. But, I'm probably gonna just start this. I'm probably not gonna finish this today. So I'll probably only play for like another 15 minutes or so. Because like I said, I don't want to be recording for too long. So the music isn't too loud. I think it might be a little bit too loud, I don't know. Hopefully not. We'll see when I didn't test this video, I might not even upload this, who knows? We never know. Well, you guys know, but I don't. Not this time at least. Not at the very moment we're speaking, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this is when I build this one, the rest will be very, very easy. Because all I need to do is just follow this spring and just spill like boop 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 boop. So I only got to do this 4 times or so. The rest will be easy. So yeah, not very far right now. I mean, I might have to build it bigger. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully not. I mean, it won't be the end of the world if I do. We'll pretty easily build another one of those top. But there is a Classics plus Hacks version of ClassiCube. Well, not version, but like a mode, right? You can enable it in a sense. But I just prefer playing like Classic, no hacks, no nothing. This is just vanilla. I reset all my config files, so this is just default game. The only thing I changed was show FPS, and I also adjusted the volume to be lower. You can't normally adjust the volume in the game, otherwise it's really, really loud. But if you go in enhanced mode, and then change it, and then go back to classic mode, it stays low. It's kind of weird. Classic mode doesn't use its own config settings or nothing. It kind of merges with the enhanced settings. So like, the original doesn't have like MIP mapping or anything like that, or like anti-aliasing. Actually, I don't think this game has anti-aliasing. But there are some exclusive features, right? Like MIP mapping is definitely one of them. There's some nicer shadows as well. You can, if you enable them in enhanced and then go back to classic, they stay enabled, which is quite weird. I don't know why they didn't sort anything out like that. Like, have a flag system for classic settings and whatnot, but I don't know. Apparently this game's code isn't very good, but every time I worked with it, it's been fine. Shit. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna take quite a while, isn't it? I'll do it then. Done it before. Every time I've worked with the game's code, it's been fine, so I don't know. I haven't had any problems with it. But I'm not a programmer. Well, I am a programmer. I write in Lua. But I'm not like a proper programmer, you know. Don't write in C or nothing. I will learn C. Just need to have some time to learn it. Might take a while though. But as I was saying, finding this comfortable. I don't know, like, I just can't play proprietary games. I used to play proprietary games back in the day. Still kind of do. I play Roblox. Although I do know there is a project which is based off Roblox leaked code, and it's like heavily edited to be a lot more convenient to use. I might record that. It's actually gonna be kind of funny because if you just have one glance at my YouTube channel, you might think, oh, he just plays regular games out of Minecraft, GTA. But no, they're very specific versions of those games which are open source. So, because I see a lot of people say like, oh, they can't use open source software because they rely on it, right? They rely on these projects to, like Adobe Suite, Microsoft Suite, and all that shit, right? I don't really have to rely on anything like that. I think most gamers, quote unquote, I wouldn't call myself a gamer, but they rely on like, you know, Steam and all these proprietary games, right? Like GTA 5 and maybe even like some of the original games like free San Andreas Vice City and whatnot. But what a lot of these people don't realize is that if they're into old games like me, most of their games are probably reverse engineered already. Like, all my favorite games are reverse engineered, well, except San Andreas, but there's other ways of playing that. You can emulate it. And there is a reverse engineered project in the works, although it's been developed very, very slowly, but it is in the works. I have been keeping an eye on it. And, yeah, so if you're into old games, chances are your favorite games are reverse engineered. And those should be your ideal way of playing them, even if the projects get shut down or whatever. And like, obviously the game's complete, right? It's playable. If it was like half reverse engineered and it was shut down, then I don't expect anyone to use that. But For example, like RE3, GT3, that's been fully reverse engineered, right? And for the most part, it is fully reverse engineered, and there were some patches made to it, a lot of patches already. But there's definitely more patches that could be added, that have been added through mods for the original proprietary game. But I wouldn't say those are necessary. And I would say RE3 is more than playable enough. Like all the corruption save bugs, right, in the original game, those have been fixed. Offers a lot more settings and control and just general control, you know, because you have the full source code, right? So I don't know. I think people should just play the reverse engineered versions of games. Like you could argue they aren't actually open source. Like RE3, you need to own the game, and RE3's whole project, including Vice City, wasn't actually licensed under a open source license. It was unlicensed. So in a way, it was only really source available, which is not open source. That is not what open source means. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough situation. Although I would argue RE3 is open source. You know, it was on GitHub. It had contributors. People worked on it. It was reverse engineered. It may have not been licensed, but I still classify it as open source. So I know some people are very picky when it comes to shit like that, like licenses and whatnot. But I mean, you can't even legally obtain the source code. Well, you can legally obtain. It's not illegal to have the source code, but I mean, it's harder to find. You know, so harder to own it. And the way I downloaded GTA 3, I bought GTA 3 for those curious. I do own GTA 3. I bought it on Steam ages ago, right? Back when it was, you know, on Steam. The original game was on Steam. And sorry, I'm kind of fixing. I downloaded that in a virtual machine and I transferred it to my main system, where I deleted its executable, just so I didn't accidentally run it, even though I'm on Linux. Don't want to run through Wine or anything. Even though I don't have Wine installed, but you get like that. I wasn't going to use it, so I'm stuck with it. Removed a bunch of the other unnecessary files, and I just put the RE3 project in, and there you go. That's how I run the game. So like, you don't need to use Steam. Like, you don't need to have Steam installed in order to use it. Well, you do for like installing the game, obviously, but I mean like on your main system, you can just do what I do. Just use a virtual machine, install Steam on that, download the game you want, find the reverse engineered projects you want to use with it, and boom, you play an open source game on your open source operating system. What's that now? I'm probably going to end the stream. Not the stream. So I'm so used to streaming. I'm kind of just using the streamer lingo. Oh shit. I'm not going to run all the way back. I'm just going to build up. Go. Middle mouse click it. Oh, that doesn't work. Shit. I'll delete that. The tower later. Let's not run all the way back to finish this. But yeah, that's just how I like. I know some people look at that as like, oh, that's dodgy. Why am I doing all this dodgy stuff to avoid running software? And it's not even really dodgy. It's kind of just like, it's definitely strange, but it's just my ideology. I don't want to run software I don't trust on my computer. I want to ensure, you know, I've got nothing malicious running on my computer because it's my computer. You know, don't want anything on it. Don't want anything bad on it. And it's definitely a bit more paranoid, but I would say it's a bit overkill. What it is, you know, games, you know, though I've ran GT3 through like Virus Total, right, and it never picks anything up. So, you know, it's probably safe to run, right? To run through Wine or whatnot. It's not gonna, you know, I'm pretty sure GT3 was developed before Wine even existed, right? So I doubt there's going to be any sort of malicious technology in GT3's file that can break out of Wine. So, but still, it's still nice to just play with the open source project. And like, I do use proprietary software, right? Because I'm not fully open source. I think I do use a laptop that runs a lot of proprietary software. Runs Windows 10, I know, Windows is awful. And before you think, oh, so I'm not a true Linux user, I do daily drive Linux. This is my most powerful computer. I run Windows 10 on like some shitty laptop that has a broken screen. It's literally plugged into a monitor just because I can't use it as an actual laptop. I don't know what CPU it's got. It's got some old ass Intel like i3 CPU. I don't remember the exact model, but it is old as shit. So I do daily drive Linux. I got 2 graphics cards in this computer. I got some i5 127K FK series, right? It's a really powerful CPU. It's overkill for what I use it for, actually. Like, imagine having like a super powerful CPU, and this is like the most complex game that I run. It's kind of a bit silly, but I do use it for PS3 emulation, actually, so that is good. And that's also another thing. I classify emulation as open source games. Because, you know, they're properly sandboxed. So, I guess they're not open source games, but I consider them secure to play on a computer. Because, like, that's mainly my main concern of just running proprietary software. I just don't want malicious software on my computer. I want to be able to know that the game I'm playing has been audited and is, you know, safe to play. So my personal way is, to be a gamer that likes open source games, you either have to find reverse engineered versions of the projects, emulate it, or some people don't really mention is you can just use a console. Like, consoles are fine. Like, sure, you can emulate it if you want on your PC. Play with like upscalers and all that shit, right? But you can just buy the hardware, buy the game, and play it like that. Sure, the console's not open source. Sure, the game isn't open source. Sure, the console's like, you know, firmware isn't open source and all that. But as long as you're not putting personal information on that console, it's fine. You know, you don't even need to connect to the internet. At least if it's not a Xbox One, don't need to connect to the internet. So that is actually my recommended way if you're into open source but you want to play some popular games. Just buy a PS5. Doesn't even need to be like the cooler ones like the PS5 Pro or anything. Just buy a regular PS5 and you can play your games like that. I mean, sure, you don't have control of the software. There's a tree in the way. Sure, you don't have control of, you know, the firmware running unless you homebrew your system, which you can do. But even then, it's still a proprietary firmware that is just running homebrew to make it look better. But as long as it's not affecting your computer, you know, or your personal information or your life, what's the harm? That's how I see it. That's just how I see it. Like, for example, I'm going to be playing GTA 6, right? Because I love GTA, I love the GTA series, the franchise, the universe even. I like all the GTA games. Even the 2D ones I like. Probably won't stream those though, because I know not many people are into them, but I like those games, and so I want to play the newest one, right? However, not only is it not going to release on PC at all, not only is it not going to get reverse engineered until, like, you know, the sun explodes or some shit, I will just play it on my console, my Xbox One. I do have an Xbox One. I do recommend getting a PS5. I did grow up with an Xbox, so it's kind of like I'm kind of forced to use. Well, I'm not really forced to use it. I do have a modded Xbox 360, and I actually stopped paying for my membership for Xbox Gold. I don't pay for that anymore. Well, for my Xbox One, I just don't use it. I use my Xbox One right now. I got a Series X. I plan on selling it, but I might sell it after I play GTA 6, or maybe once it's released on PC, and maybe I'll just use virtual machines to play a game from then on out. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, but I do recommend getting a PS5 if you're into, you know, privacy and all that, because, you know, you don't want to feed the machine Microsoft, right? Sony's not much better, but at least they're better than Microsoft. It's not really much competition there, is there? But on Xbox One, you can have your privacy as well. Just don't pay full gold. Just stay on offline. I'm pretty sure on PS5 you don't have to pay for online, which is cool. Yeah, see it there. So that's kind of why I recommend PS5 over Xbox One. It's not because, oh, my box of plastic's better than your box of plastic. It's more of a moral thing, thing. You know, it's kind of like you get better privacy with PS5s. Like, granted, it's not a lot. They probably do save your data in some way. But just pull it by the plug when it's not in use, and there you go. It's not going to do anything. Play your game when you want to play your game, plug it in. Don't stop playing it, and unplug it or whatever. Plug it into Ethernet, don't give it Wi-Fi access. It's pretty easy stuff. People kind of forget all this stuff. And that's just how I play. That's how I play on my Xbox One. It's unplugged when not in use. Plug it in when I want to use it. Connect it to Ethernet if I have to. I try not to connect it at all, though, to be fair. You shouldn't really... Don't give it Ethernet access unless you really need it. But I'm an offline game enjoyer. I like the offline games. But for the most part, there are some fun online games, but for the most part, I like offline games. So, yeah, it's consoles are pretty cool for that. Just don't provide payment information, and they won't know who you are. Don't give it instant access. Although it's a bit too late to say my Xbox One doesn't know who I am. Because like I said, I grew up on the Xbox One. Well, not even the Xbox One, I grew up on the Xbox. I used to have an Xbox 360. It's pretty long gone now. Had all my original drive on it and all that. Don't know what happened to it, but I modded mine now. I got a new one, modded it, RGH'd it, using RGH free. I now spoof gold, so I don't have to pay to go online. Play all my games on there. Don't use it. Unplug it, Doesn't do anything. Doesn't collect any data. So, yeah. And that's how I play a lot of my favourite games still. But PC games is where it gets a bit tricky for me. Because of, like I said, I have to use reverse engineered projects or emulation. Which I don't mind. I'm more than happy to play it like that. It's just some projects I wish were reverse engineered. Some games I wish were reverse engineered. Like San Andreas. San Andreas. Favorite game of all time. That's my favorite game. That's my #1 favorite game, probably. San Andreas. You can't beat San Andreas, just in my opinion. Well, you can beat San Andreas, I mean, but, in terms of best games. San Andreas is probably my all-time favorite game. But there's no reverse engineered way to play it. It hasn't been reverse engineered, so. I'm kind of stuck with it on the PS2 for now. Which is how I am playing it right now. I play it on my PS2. I can emulate it, but I don't like emulating it very much. It's kind of... I just don't really like playing PC games with controllers. There are some games which you can get away with playing on with a controller. Mainly the Driver franchise. I prefer playing Driver with a controller. I just prefer playing driving games with a gamepad, to be fair. Although you could argue GTA has Driver in it, so why don't you like GTA? Why don't you like playing GTA with a gamepad? But I don't know, it just feels nice to play with mouse and keyboard. Although it's weird because it feels fine to play on PS2 with a gamepad. But when I'm emulating it and I got like all upscaled and looking pretty and all that, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel like it should be being played like this. It feels like a sin that I'm playing it in such an awful way. I don't know why. It's just me, right? It's just me. I play it with a DualShock 3, which is basically just a DualShock 2 but with added features. And yeah, it's a bit... It just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. I don't know. But I play San Andreas on my CRT on my PS2. My slim PS2. That's modded, by the way. I don't use the discs. I don't really like discs. They're not ideal. I do have a lot of discs. I don't use them. Shit. I was actually going to start selling them. I'm actually going to build quite a distance away just so I can get some extra blocks in. Yep. See, it might actually be quicker just to keep going down like that, to be fair. I don't know. Saves up to do all this. So I'm a bit over schedule right now. I did want to end my recording a while back, but I'll finish. It's only over now. Just keep up it. Yeah. Go a few blocks back. And build it. There you go. Okay. I do have a lot of plans to things to build. I want to build some cool things, and this is mainly just a chill recording, like people who just want to chill. I don't mind. I'm fine with recording just me talking about shit whilst I play ClassiCube. It's offline world. I was actually thinking maybe I should make this online so people can join. But like, I don't think I'll make them build. I think they will just spectate and talk in the chat maybe. So there's a chat. There's a chat there, but pretty cool. I don't think there's command as well or that, but I might do that. I don't know. Maybe in the future. Maybe if I get really popular or something. Ooh, probably not. Probably never. I don't really want to get popular. I just want to have a small audience that, you know, respects my content, respects my ideology, you know, playing open source games. Because I don't think there's enough people that do that. There's all these like Linux preachers, right? All these Linux preachers, and they're always like, oh, you should use open source software. But none of them are into games, right? All of them are all like, you know, bossy hotheads that are like, oh, I don't play games, they're just a waste of time. Right? And it's like, okay, sure, but can you not insult people that like to play them? Because it's kind of like, you know, you'll play them for fun. And, oh shit, sorry. Went out my window there. I am playing in windowed mode, by the way. No, destroy these red towers, then I'm probably going to end record for a bit longer than usual, but it's fine. Well, I wanted this record for like about half an hour, but it's fine. But yeah, it's just like, why you gotta insult us, man? Like, I like playing games, you know. So what? You know, sure, it's a waste of time, but I don't consider it a waste of time. I like doing it. It gives me good reflexes, you know. And people like watching it. I can make money off people wanting to watch my content. I don't make money off it now, but if my channel takes off and like, not takes off, but like gets a decent following, right? You know, I can have like donations and watch time. I can make money off that. But don't get me wrong, I'm not making this content for money, right? It's not just for money. I make this content for fun. It's just, I don't make any money right now. I don't really want to give Google my payment information. I probably never will. But I'm just talking like theoretically. For someone that wants to play games and is fine with giving Google their information. But just my opinion, I think playing games is fine. You know, as long as it's not an unhealthy amount, as long as you're not playing games and avoiding real life tasks, you know, things you've got to do. I think it's fine to play them. It's healthy. It's, you know, something to do. Because it's funny, because these people, they'll say, oh, video games are terrible. These open source freaks, they'll say, oh, video games are terrible. And then they'll go on to do, like, I don't know, fucking writing or watch the TV. Like, sure, it's not, like, watching TV, it's not very productive. Writing, maybe. Make writing productive, I guess, depends on what you're writing. That was a very good example, to be fair. Writing can be very useful. Yeah, kind of scratch that. Just watching TV, or watching YouTube, or I don't know, fucking Odyssey or some shit, right? It's like, that's how they spend their time, you know, I guess, wasting away, quote unquote, you know, just chilling, relaxing. And then they'll judge other people's ways of relaxing or playing video games. It's like, just chill out. It's not the most awful thing made by man. I'm mainly talking about, what's his name? Luke Smith. That's his name. Luke Smith. He made like a whole video talking about how, you know, playing video games is bad, it's a waste of time and all this. But it's like, so, there's people that waste time. Not everyone is being 100% productive. I bet at this very moment in time, he's not being very productive right now. Like, you take breaks. I guess some people like to argue that video games, you can get lost in them, and you just want to keep playing. But you can do that with TV as well. You can do that with books. You know, everything else can do that. So it's not just a game problem, it's a people problem. And unless you're a robot that, you know, oh shit, that never has downtime, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. It's pretty easy to build the rest of the out. However, I am a bit over schedule now, so I am gonna call it quits now. So, yeah, that's ClassiCube. make sure you check out the project. Pretty cool project. I will keep playing more of this if people want it. Or I might just keep playing it regardless. I don't know, just so cool to record. You know, it's a pretty cool game. So yeah, let's just quickly save the game. Let's call it Beyond's World. Save. Yeah, now I can load it just like that. And yeah, that will be it for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, dislike it if you dislike it. For more content like this, subscribe to the channel, and that will be it. See ya.